So we're going to tour one of my favorite new buildings right now. It's called 44 East Avenue, and there's a few things that make it really special. One is it's in the Rainey Street area. And Rainey Street's a super interesting street in Austin because it's got so many things to do. You have bars, restaurants, and it's also a place of a ton of growth. So you have new buildings going up right now, so there's a lot of opportunity. It's also essentially within the same block as the 10-mile Austin walk and bike trail. So you have access to a ton of stuff. So as we walk into 44 East Ave, the thing to notice is the architects started at the floor plans and the views. So the real highlight of this property is how these floor-to-ceiling windows really light up these spaces. And we're going to look at all the amenities. So we're going to look at the sky deck, we're going to look at the pool, there's multiple lounges, there's an exercise room, there's all of that. And then we're also going to take a walk through all the different levels of units so you can see what the entry-level unit in the property is like all the way up to the larger spaces. When you look at this building, you can actually get into this building at about $400,000 to $500,000. Those units are studios. They start at about 500 square feet. This unit we're going to walk into right now is still under $1 million, and it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's about 800 square feet, and it's very nicely done. One of the things that we were talking about before is the highlight of these homes are the beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows that let in the view. The whole thing is built around that. The living space, the kitchen opens up to all those features. So you have these Italian-style cabinets, you have quartz countertops in the kitchen, which looks really great, and then you have Bosch appliances. One of the things that I like a lot is these built-in fridge systems, so you have both your fridge and freezer. You do have an in-unit washer and dryer right there. And then as we walk out to the main living space, one of the highlights about all of these units are the balconies. So here's the first bedroom. Again, you have this floor-to-ceiling window and just beautiful views of the bedroom. Like I said, you can see the Austin airport, so you can see planes land and take off. And this room has some decent size. You can fit a queen-size bed in here. You could fit a king. For this bedroom, you have the bath that's shared with guests. A couple nice things to note about this bath is you have the floor-to-ceiling tile that also serves as part of your backsplash. And then on the other side of this main living space is the master bedroom. You have a little bit more space in here. I would say this is not the largest master, but again, with these big windows, it doesn't feel tight in here. You do have an ensuite in the primary bedroom. It has a single vanity and a large walk-in shower. And you do have a nicely sized walk-in closet. One of the things that I also would like to show you is these amenities. It's one of my favorite things about this building is on the 11th floor, you have this essentially hotel-like pool, and you have multiple lounges that you can hang out in. There's a gym with a private yoga studio. So it's a really awesome place to hang out. It even has a pet lounge where you can meet up with friends and have your pets there. So really neat. One of the treasures of this building is on the 37th floor with beautiful views over the Austin skyline and Lady Bird Lake in the Sky Lounge. So now we're going to walk through the next size of apartment. Coming up from that last one, this is about 1,260 square feet. And there's a few places that it's really noticeable. One of the things that you're going to love is this is a corner space and the view is spectacular. But before we get to that, let's look, and just right away you have this nice large closet space that you didn't have in that other unit. You also have a stackable washer and dryer similar to that other unit. You do have this guest bath, and then you have this first bedroom. I would say this room is very similar to that last unit we walked through, where you have somewhat limited space, but because you have these floor-to-ceiling windows that pull in that view, you do have a closet in here, so it would make a great second bedroom. And then as we walk into the space, I mean, being in the corner with this many windows, this view is just spectacular. You can see all of east side of Austin. You can see beautiful views of Lady Bird Lake. I'm watching people kayak. And then you can even see all of South Austin. I also love what they did with this kitchen. So you have a much larger island space, but they went with a black cabinetry as well as the black countertop. And what I really like about that is because you have so much light, the white plank wood floors are light, the walls are white, it really has some nice contrast. You can also feel the extra space when you walk through this living room. You have these beautiful exposed pillars, which I always like in condo buildings. You have a full balcony as well that you can sit at. But let's take a walk through this primary because it's awesome as well. When we compare the primary to that last space, you notice this is a big step up in size. I think you can much more easily fit a nice king size bed with furniture. But what's more important, I think, with this room is you have these huge windows. You have the whole view of South Austin out of this room. And this bath is nicely done as well. Essentially a full soaking tub in here. You have a nice walk-in shower. We go from a single vanity to a dual vanity in this space. And then of course you have the walk-in closet, and they did a nice job with this unit with some really nice built-ins as well. So now we're going to walk through one of the premier units in this property. We've gone up in size again. This is just under 1,800 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath unit. You have more space in every room. This laundry is significantly larger than any of those laundry spaces. If you remember, the last one was a stackable. And one of the biggest places you notice all this extra space is you walk into this very large living space. So you have a nice living area here, as well as plenty of room to put a dining table. You also have noticeable changes in the space of the kitchen. So you notice that there's plenty of room for 4 at the breakfast bar. You have a little bit more cabinet space, wine fridge that's below the island. I love how in this kitchen and then living area, you can walk right out to this deck, but you really have to take it in. I mean, this is maybe my favorite view in the city, to be able to look over essentially all of Austin's skyline, as well as Lady Bird Lake and then South Austin. Let's take a look at these other bedrooms. So you have 2 bedrooms on this side of the property. You have first room here, which I could see a lot of people using as an office. One of the things I like about this property, walk-in closets in each of these spare bedrooms with beautiful lighting systems. And then let's look at this other bedroom as well. You have a nice shared bath. As we walk over to the primary suite, in addition to that laundry space, you have a dual-sided closet in your entry area. So much more room in here. There's a beautiful walk-in closet that has that same lighting system, but even has places where you could store shoes or store bags. In this master bathroom, but you have a soaking tub, walk-in shower, dual vanity. Really everything's in this space, and I absolutely love what they did with this unit and in this property in general. If you do want information about 44 East Avenue or Austin, do me a favor, just email my team or I would love to be your real estate resource. Otherwise, if you'd like more information about Austin and the surrounding areas, just hit subscribe to see more videos. But either way, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.